Hey there. Welcome back, folks. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial if you're planning to settle in the UK. Whether you're here for work, study, or any other reason, we're talking about continuous residence. To make things simple, the continuous residence is the amount of time you have spent living in the UK legally without any significant breaks. This is an important requirement for many visa applications, including Indefinite Leave to Remain (ILR). It's not about spending every single second in the UK. You're allowed to leave the country. But you must avoid any super-extended absences. It's all about maintaining your presence in the UK, with some rules to keep in mind based on your visa. Now, hold on to your hats because we're about to embark on this enlightening expedition into the world of continuous residence. What is continuous residence? So, what exactly is this continuous residence thing? Well, if you're eyeing that shiny Indefinite Leave to Remain (ILR) status in the UK, you'll need to meet the continuous residence requirement. It's like a milestone on your journey to making the UK your permanent home. Now, here's the deal. The length of time you need to prove varies depending on your visa type. For work visas and UK naturalization, it's usually 5 years of continuous residence. But if you're on the long residence indefinite leave to remain route, it's a decade, yes, 10 years. Assessing your continuous residence. So, how do the immigration officers decide if you meet the continuous residence requirement? It's like piecing together a puzzle, and here's how they do it. They check the specific qualifying period for your chosen route. They meticulously calculate the duration of your stay in the UK. They verify whether your time in the UK was in line with the permission granted under your chosen route. They ensure that you had valid permission throughout the qualifying routes. They investigate if there were any breaks in your continuous and lawful residence. They assess whether you exceeded the allowed absence period. And they consider if any of your absences fall under permitted reasons. The qualifying period. The length of permission you need to show depends on your chosen route. For example, if you're on the skilled worker or Tier 2, general, route, you'll typically need to demonstrate 5 years of continuous residence with permission on any, or a combination, of routes such as skilled worker, global talent, innovator, T2 minister of religion, international sports person, representative of an overseas business, and as a Tier 1 migrant, except for Tier 1 graduate entrepreneur. Overstaying and exceptions. Overstaying, which essentially means staying in the UK after your permission has expired, can potentially break your continuous residence unless certain exceptions apply. For instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic, overstaying between January 24, 2020 and August 31, 2020 is not counted against you. Your immigration history. To make this assessment, officers dig into your immigration history. They'll check your personal history on their system to confirm your immigration status and whether it aligns with the allowed types of permission for your chosen settlement route. They might also consult documents like your passport for additional insights. Crown dependencies. Now, let's talk about Crown dependencies like the Channel Islands and Isle of Man. The UK doesn't include them, but there are exceptions. Time spent in these areas may count towards your continuous residence period, provided your most recent permission was in the UK. Breaking continuous residence. Continuous residence can be disrupted under certain circumstances. For instance, being absent from the UK for more than 180 days in any 12-month period without valid reasons can be a hiccup. Additionally, other situations, like deportation orders or convictions, can also impact your continuous residence. Calculating your absences. Let's dive into calculating absences. Officers examine your declared absences, usually listed in the immigration history section of your application. They'll cross-check these against supporting documents like passport pages for records of your time outside the UK. Addressing discrepancies. If there are differences between the absences you've declared and the evidence you provide, officers will kindly ask for clarification. It's essential to provide accurate information and explain any inconsistencies. After all, everyone can forget things sometimes. Before we conclude, please remember that immigration laws and procedures can change, and navigating the visa application process can be complex. So, it's crucial to stay updated with the latest information from the UK Home Office and the UK immigration website at gov.uk. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more informative content on immigration, visas, and general travel topics. Click that notification bell so you never miss an update.